what I eat in a day while focusing on higher protein meals that are vegan and plant-based. Do you want to know how to cook a high protein breakfast without protein powders that's also vegan and plant-based? Let me show you. You will need some old-fashioned oats, some peanut butter, some blue spirulina powder, I found this on Amazon, pumpkin seeds, hemp seeds, and some soy milk. Then to make it taste good, we'll add some berries and maple syrup. Let's first add the oatmeal, and this is 3/4 a cup, which is about 7.5 grams of protein. I'm adding a half a cup of water, and then I will put this in the microwave for 1 minute. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, which is 4 grams of protein. I'll add 1 teaspoon of this blue spirulina powder, which is 2 grams of protein. 1 tablespoon of pumpkin seeds is 3 grams of protein. 1 teaspoon of hemp seeds, which is about 1.5 grams of protein. And then I have about 1/2 cup of soy milk, which is 3.5 grams of protein. That will help mix everything together. All right, now to make it taste good, let's add in that maple syrup. And let's get more antioxidants with about 3/4 cup of berries. Now let's mix it up. These berries also have about 0.5 grams of protein. I love the blues and the purples that are coming through from the berries and the blue from the blue spirulina. And here is our high protein breakfast without animal products and without protein powders, and it comes to 22 grams of protein. My kids had cereal for breakfast, but they missed out because this is so good. It tastes like peanut butter with a little sweetness from the maple syrup. Trust me, it is delicious. Plus it's blue, so cool. And not to mention super high in protein. Now, I'm not a bodybuilder, but I do want to show you how you can eat higher protein-based meals that, number 1, don't have animal products, and number 2, don't have processed plant products either. And of course, what's most important is that you actually work out, because your muscles can't synthesize protein if you're not actually working out. So work out first, then follow these meals. Now, usually for lunch, I try to grab something easy like a bagged salad. Today, I'm gonna make it a little bit higher in protein by adding some beans and quinoa. Now, I added some water to the pan, and I'm gonna add the cabbage. I like my cabbage cooked. This is 1 cup of cooked cabbage. Did you know a cup of cabbage has 3 grams of protein? Then 1 can of chickpeas has 21 grams of protein. So I'm gonna add in that whole can. I'm also going to add 1/2 cup of quinoa, which is 4 grams of protein. Mix that together. I'm gonna add another cup of the cabbage, which is another 3 grams of protein. So that I have a mix of some that are soft and some that are more crunchy. Now this is where you add in your favorite dressing. So I'm just gonna add in just a little bit of this dressing with the salad packet. I'm gonna add just the tiniest bit of vinegar to give it a little zing. And then I went ahead and plated this. And then to add some crunch, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of sunflower seeds, which is 2 grams of protein. All in all, this is 33 grams of protein in this little easy lunch. Now, this is definitely a lot of food and a lot of protein. I probably will not be able to eat this whole thing, but I'll definitely get to about 20 grams of protein. I'll eat probably about 3/4 of this. And so I'll be able to meet my goals of getting 20 grams of protein with each meal today. This is so fast, so easy, and a really good way to eat salads in the winter when it's cold and you don't really want a cold salad. Make it warm, make it a winter salad. Let's make some dinner. Now, right before my kids get home from school, I wanna put on some soup so that it is ready when they come starving home from all their activities. Today, I'm making minestrone soup. All the ingredients will come to about 83 grams of protein. So let's start with just some chickpea pasta. You can use any type of pasta, but I'm gonna use chickpea pasta today. It has 20 grams of protein. A can of white beans, which has 28 grams of protein. A can of red kidney beans, which also has 28 grams of protein. And then a can of tomato paste and a can of diced tomatoes. Each of these have 1 gram of protein. Some veggie stock as well. And then these are the vegetables, and they have a few grams of protein, but we have onions, some celery, which is about 1 gram of protein. These green beans have about 2 grams of protein. My kids ate my carrots, so I'm going to add some bell peppers for the orange flavor. And then zucchini, which will also have about 2 grams of protein. So in total, this soup will have 83 grams. Let's chop up the veggies. Let's add the onions to the pan. I'm also adding some water to prevent burning. And then it's time to put all of the veggies in here as well to cook for about 3 to 5 minutes to soften. Mix all that up. Okay, so now the veggies have become soft and we're ready to add everything else. So first it's 4 cups of veggie broth. Now I have water, and then I'll do 4 teaspoons of veggie broth because that's how I roll. I like the veggie paste from Costco. Then we have 1 can of kidney beans, 1 can of cannelli beans. Now these are white kidney beans, and they've also been rinsed and drained. So with all these beans, I've already rinsed and drained them. Adding the petite diced tomatoes with the juices. Then I'm adding the whole can of the tomato paste. I hate when I just have a little bit left, even though the recipe calls for 1/4 cup, which would leave about a tablespoon left. I'm just gonna throw it all in there. Once this is all mixed up, I also add in the pasta. And then 1 box of this chickpea pasta. I'm gonna let all of this cook and simmer for about 7 minutes. If I need to add more water, I'll do that too. It's time for the best part, the herbs. So now I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons, or closer to tablespoons, of Italian seasoning. And then, because I did not add garlic earlier, I'm gonna do garlic powder. So I'm gonna add in some garlic powder here. And that is it. You don't want to overcook the noodles, but now everything is cooked through and the flavor's all there. Let's eat. After tasting it, I ended up adding about a teaspoon of salt. Such an easy way to add in more vegetables and tons of protein, and it is so good. Perfect for a cold winter day. Ow. Thanks for following what I eat in a day, trying to focus on higher protein. It's definitely possible to eat a plant-based diet and also eat a high protein diet. In fact, it's better for your long-term health because you're also getting much needed fiber. Many of us are deficient in fiber, and while you're eating plants, you'll get more fiber, and that is what matters if you want to live a long and healthy life. If you like this video, make sure to check out my last video about what I eat in a day as well. Make sure to check out the link below so that you can get your free meal plan, and I will see you next week.